This episode may contain loose forms of nudity, caveman, growling aggressively, and words not meant for the ears of young children. Viewer discretion is advised. This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, and come along for the ride. Join the tribe. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do, don't you? Smash that subscribe button. The caveman won't bite, not really. And if you are ready, and if the caveman is ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Caveman's call echoes through the stream. Click that button, join the dream. 45 days, we're live on cue, reviewing the wild, the weird, the new. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. After shows where stories unfold, hidden gems and secrets told. Crew's got jokes and little flair. Once you're here, you're staying there. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. From caveman grunts to streaming gold, new adventure, stories bold. Every moment, every beat, grab your spot. Front row seat. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. Get ready, it's the final countdown. Hold tight, the spotlight's shining bright. We're gonna take flight from the screen to the stage. It's a wild show, counting down the top 10. Feel that energy flow. The caveman's in charge, and it's time to explode. One by one, let's celebrate the best. From glam to the glam, we're putting it to the test. Hollywood dreams, we'll put 'em to the storm. With the top 10 countdown, we're ready for more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of Final Countdown. We are down to the Silver 7. Yeah. But before we do that, we got a full crew. We got Pebbles in the studio.
Hey, hey, hey.
We got Mossy.
Hello.
But and before we get started, we have to perform the royal knighting ceremony. Now, for those of you that don't know, Mossy is our new PA. We've been training him for a couple weeks. He's going to go in alone, partly, next week. But before he does that, we need to official caveman knight him. The knighting ceremony has begun. So, Mossy, get over here. Yeah. Yeah, get over here. Yeah. Okay, where are you? Neil? I, caveman, knight thee, Mossy, official PA of the Must-See TV Broadcast Network, Sir Mossy. By my blood, I decree. Wait. All right.
Just for all the viewers out there that couldn't see what I saw, that was a really hard whack.
Yeah,
Caveman
yeah.
abuses his employees. Help
Yeah.
us, save us.
Oh, and a big shout out goes out to Mossy's wonderful, beautiful, talented, magnificent wife, Kristen. How's it going, Kristen? And from me to you, you got a great big bad caveman. But yes, we are down to 7. The Silver 7 or the Sexy 7, I like to call it. And coming in on number 7 is Friday the 13th, and here's Pebbles to tell you a
Now,
little
Caveman,
about it. Yeah.
what is sexy about this
sexy.
movie?
The sex.
Okay.
There's a lot of sex.
So today, guys, we're diving into Friday the 13th, 1980. Just for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, the original.
The original one
Yeah.
from 1980.
Yeah.
So this was directed by Sean S. Cunningham, written by Victor Miller, produced by Sean S. Cunningham, Steve Miner, associate producer. Music was by Harry Manfredi. I cannot pronounce that, but he's just famous for the ma sound.
Yeah.
The cinematography was done by Barry Abrams, and it was produced by Georgetown Productions and Sean S. Cunningham Films. It had a budget of $550,000.
Wow.
And it's a horror slasher movie,
And it
one of the
made-
original.
It made.
I'm not sure, actually. That's not in my info. Let me find out.
Yeah, that's right.
So...
Yeah, don't make me. I still have the. I can still
So the
use
original
this.
Friday 13th grossed approximately 39.75 million domestically, and worldwide
Wow.
it earned about 59.75 million.
That's like over 10 times its money back. That's pretty good.
So the original Friday the 13th movie, it stars Betsy Palmer as Pamela, Adrian King as Alex Hardy. Here's a familiar name. Kevin Bacon as Jack Burrell.
Ooh.
Janine Taylor as Marcy Cunningham. Robbie Morgan as Annie Phillips. Harry Crosby as Bill. Laurie Beecham as Brenda Jones. Mark Nelson as Ned Rubenstein. Peter Bauer as Steve Christie. It's a quiet summer at Camp Crystal Lake, and Crystal Lake we know has a dark, dark past.
Oh, yeah.
So, as everyone knows, this movie is about camp owner Steve Christie and his attempts to reopen Camp Crystal Lake, which, for everyone's knowledge, Camp Crystal Lake is a real place. And despite local warnings, he tries to hire young counselors to prepare the camp before the kids arrive. As counselors settle in, they have fun. It's a normal summer camp.
They have a lot of sex.
A normal summer camp, so we think.
No, a lot of sex. You have to mention that. It's a big part of the film.
And
A lot of sex, eh?
and a lot of sex.
Yeah!
And slowly, one by one, they're stalked and plucked off and murdered by an unseen assailant. And kills escalate by nightfall. Annie is killed in the woods on her way to camp. Kevin Bacon is stabbed from under the bed. Sorry, I couldn't call him Jack. I just had to say Kevin Bacon there.
Yeah.
Marcy, Brenda, and Bill all meet other violent ends. This movie has a climax that no one ever saw coming.
You said climax.
I did. Alice gets decapitated with a machete, seemingly ending the terror. So this movie actually has a lot of little different things, and it's spawned into so many franchises. Even with Alice's famous line at the end, "Then he's still there."
Yeah.
And the film ends with an eerie shot at the calm, silent Crystal Lake camp.
Yeah.
Fun facts about Friday the 13th. Jason was not the original killer.
No.
Caveman was telling me this before we started. The now iconic Jason doesn't actually become the main antagonist until the second movie. In the original, his mom, Pamela, Betsy Palmer, is the killer. And that twist was inspired by really famous slasher movies that horned in on this as a genre, being Psycho and Halloween.
Yeah. It's iconic, right? I mean, it's his. like so many other of these slasher movies, like he was not the villain, but he became the villain. I think it was alluded to in during the ending of the film that he was out there. But yeah, it's a trend. It's a big trend. When I said sex is a big part of the movie, I mean that's how these kids died. I mean, spoiler alert, there was a lot of sex in these movies. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a shit ton of sex. Yeah, yeah. And that's how Jason was for a couple of films, you know? Kids would have sex, he comes in and he murders them, right? I mean, there was a famous scene in Jason X where he's in... he was in a simulation or some kind, and there were two girls just going at each other, and then he was murdering them. He stops and is like, okay, there's kids having sex, I better kill these kids. It goes back to how he died, I believe. And how he died was negligence on the teens. I think this was actually brought out in the first film. The reason why he died is because counselors were
negligent,
having sex,
and not paying attention to where the kids were.
Yeah, and so that turned out to be like a big part of the film. But this is like part of that slasher iconic film culture back in the day, where you had like Freddy Krueger, you had Jason, you had Chucky, you had Ghostface, you had Halloween. But it really was those first three that spawned everything.
All of
this. you had Chainsaw Massacre, you had all that kind of stuff. But really, when you think about, like I said, when you think about the slasher trilogy, you think of these cats.
And it's funny that you say that, Caveman, because the director, Sean S. Cunningham, has openly admitted that he was inspired by Halloween. He wanted to mimic the success of Halloween, even calling the ad campaign before the film was finished to hype the title alone.
Yeah.
And also, just to mention, let's take under consideration in the movie...
You said cake.
Take. I said take,
you
not
said
cake. Stop making fun of my accent.
Okay. Yeah, see?
Okay, cake. So also, not to mention, in the movie, Betsy Palmer took the job at Camp Crystal Lake because she needed a new car.
Yeah.
Betsy Palmer hated the script and called it a piece of shit, but she needed the money to buy a new vehicle.
And I'm thinking she read the returns, so like, you know, this is not a bad looking movie.
And there's so many things in this movie that make it seem really real.
Yeah.
Even the special effects artist was a Vietnam combat photographer.
Well, they didn't have money, right? This is back in the day where horror movies were really
low budget,
thought of as indie, right? You had all these movies being made for under $1 million or close to it.
$550,000 in this case.
And then you have this movie making upwards of over $50 million, right? And then you have actors and actresses coming out saying, you know, oh, I hate this movie. This movie was such a piece of... Okay, hold on. Okay, how much did it make?
Domestically?
No, wait,
worldwide?
No, I'm making a bit. I'm making a bit, damn it. So they're like, oh, this movie's a horrible piece of shit. You have actors and actresses doing that. Yeah, piece of shit. This is garbage. You're like, okay, how much am I? Over 50. You know what? This movie, I love this movie. I think this is a great movie. I think this is going to be going down in horror as an iconic movie. And everybody's like, shut the fuck up, dude. But it just goes to show you, right? It goes to show you the times, right?
Kids will always go to summer camp. So this, or at least in North America, summer camp looks like this for all of our international viewers.
Yeah.
It's something that rains terror into every little away camper from such a young age. I remember going to sleepaway camp in the woods and being terrified that I was going to get caught by Jason.
Yeah. But it just goes to show you the times, like the how the effects look, how all this stuff looks. Yeah, it looks. Now it looks. okay, this movie looks like shit now. It really, I'm not gonna,
I wouldn't say it looks like shit.
it does. It looks really, really bad. Like, really, really bad.
Well,
but that doesn't matter because this is it's like one of the founding fathers of what will go on to be the trilogy. What people think of the Trinity, he's going to be that, right? You talk about that, you talk about Freddy, right? You talk about Chucky,
Jason.
and then you talk about Jason, right? It doesn't matter if it looks like shit because it was made over 50 years ago. Like, your favorite movies were made back in the day. They're not going to age well, but that doesn't matter because their place in history, in film history, is still relevant.
And here's something as well, Caveman. Caveman knows this about me, but our viewers don't. I am by trade a makeup artist. And one thing we learn in horror effects class when you study makeup is you study this movie because Kevin Bacon's death scene is a masterclass in practical effects.
Yeah.
Because when you do makeup, you have to learn how practical effects go into that. And it still stays true. It might look like shit now, but you know, that blood clotting, that was an accident.
It was revolutionary at the time, right?
It was
revolutionary. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it looks like shit today because its place in film history is established. It's a cult horror movie for a reason. It's revered for a reason. And for all those reasons and more, Friday the 13th.
Friday the
13th comes your way at number 7. Oh, yeah.
That was good synchronizing there, Caveman.
Yeah. So, guys, we will be back on Monday. The schedule should be coming out either Sunday morning or Sunday night. Until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus. And may the Schwartz be with you. Pebbles, take me home. There you go. That's your cue.